Up, y'all? Maxie's World. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. We made it. I was talking to someone, and it's funny, man. I got people in my corner that I haven't even known that long, and they're willing to advocate for me to people, groups, or whatnot to try and get me connected to for possible funding. That's freaking fantastic. And then they jokingly call themselves I'm a Maxwell advocate because I said, thanks for being my trans advocate. You know what the heck? That's tight, man. Um, and for that, that's super dope, dude. Like I was also talking to one of my coworkers, and we got in one of them heated discussions about politics, a little bit about the presidential debate, and just like challenges and adversities of people of color. It went there, and he was referring to brain fart, referring to his frustrations on how people really big and high up and wealthy, people of color, everyone that have money don't contribute and they don't do acts of kindness or love and uplift people and share their wealth, and they're just greedy and stingy. And he's really frustrated with it, and he's been rocking with that frustration for many years. It's discouraged him. And I could feel him on it, to a certain degree. But then that's when I had to chime in and say, man, dude, like, even though, like, one, we don't ever really know really what a person is and is not doing. Celebrity, sports athlete, whatever, we don't know because everyone has their own business, dude, when we're not watching people 24/7. And secondly, like, there's people doing things all the time for other humans. Gestures big or small, it doesn't really matter as long as it's still happening. So it's like compassion's still a thing, kindness is still a thing, random acts of compassion and kindness are still a thing, and love, it's there. You just got to look for it. But sometimes our perspective goes into the dark area, and then we get locked into a certain reality that does have truth and hold weight to it, but there's always a polarity, there's always a yin and a yang, a dark and a light. It's what we decide to freaking which lens to use. So I just find it interesting. I've been having interesting conversations with people lately, and these are talks that I've had for a while with people. And when people don't know any better, they don't do any better as well. That's also what I was talking to them about. Like, dude, that's just what it is. And it comes back down to that simple, really corny statement of, like, in order to freaking have change, you gotta make change, you gotta be change, you gotta look yourself in the mirror. Like, it starts with you. It starts with you. So if you're getting discouraged and disgruntled and freaking negative, that's what you're gonna put out into the world, into the soil, into the ground. So let's freaking do our best to keep it positive and help each other out, man. That in 2016 has been a thing that's gone, yeah, yeah, like, we gotta help each other. I don't care what music says, I don't care what movie says, we gotta help each other out, man. It takes a village. It always has taken a village, and our village has, like, crumbled, but we gotta rebuild it, y'all. Rebuild. Help someone on the street, help someone at work, be an ear to somebody, hold space for someone. It really makes a difference. And when people don't got to do things alone, it really gives them hope, and ultimately we all get hopeless. So with that, happy Wednesday, happy hump day to you. Tomorrow is another day. Stand strong, people, stand strong. Maxwell out. Whoop whoop.